How's it going, crows? My name is Krojak and welcome back to the Forest Creative Mode. In today's episode, I got some stuff to show you what I have been working on in the forest. Kind of hard to see from here, but if you look just over there, you see a stairwell. Let me show you why. Let's walk on over to the stairwell. I wanted to get onto the roof of our home. I did some fiddling in the off-screen time to save you crows some time of watching me work on some stuff. And by getting onto the roof, I was able to do that. And I was able to do that. Lots and lots of stuff. I have these faces, those archways where those gaps were. I filled them with rock, which I thought was very cool. I also filled this gap on the top with rock, and I'll show you how that looks. And this is the chimney. I know I talked to you crows in the last creative episode about building a chimney that goes all the way to the top of the building. I have done so. And I will show you, if you go to the front, I've also, walled in the front of it. It is completely walled in. Let's go inside. Open the door. Open the door. There you go. There's a fireplace. Kind of simple, but I wanted it kind of simple. And we're going to furnish around it. So I finished the fireplace. I've got the wood going into the fireplace, and the wood goes seamlessly into the wall and then seamlessly into the fireplace perfectly. You can light it down here, and you can even light it up top. Now, one small problem, one small glitch with my plan with the matrix. Glitch of the matrix. Yep. One small problem. The fireplace up here, which I made a little bit different, a little bit of a different design with the corner post stones, I wasn't smart. And when I built the wall beneath, I was so excited about doing it, I didn't leave enough space in the center to put a fire pit with stones. Stones won't fit. So I have regular fires I have to constantly replace. But it is done. The chimney goes all the way to the top. This is what it looks like when you actually put rocks on that seam that seems usually very open. This seam, not much gap there, actually. See what I mean? But here, there's a big gap. You put stones there, no more gap. And I've walled in that, and I've walled in that. So the basic structure of the outside of the building is done. It's all done. Which reminds me, I need to go over there and take down the stairs. We don't need them anymore. I no longer have a need to get onto the roof. There's no more need. How am I going to destroy this? I might take a sword to the base of it right over here. Salt my, well, not a sword, take my little axe to the base of it. Yep, this will do. So I'll see you in just a second when this thing goes down. There we go. All done. All taken care of. Now, the only thing I don't like about building up here is the near constant howling of the wind in my ears. It's very, very frustrating. I also had an idea. I was watching Zuma Arcade, who had built his very first creative mode episode, and he built these really magnificent octagon, septagon, octagon, hexagon, really cool circular stone towers out into the ocean. Huge, giant stone towers with a giant bridge in between them. And I got my creative juices flowing. What I want to do is, as I'm done like building inside this building, I have all this kind of stuff going on, maybe I'll furnish and stuff, I might take a walkway off this side and build a tower. I want to eventually get down to the water from here. From here, I want to get down to the water. Now, how I'm going to build a tower considering the height, I'm not too sure, but I want walkways and towers, kind of like in Season 1 of The Forest, all the way down to the water. And then we can do stuff with the water. That's what I want to do, but that's later. Right now, we need to get furnishing this building because it is ready to go. So here is our grand foyer. This is where we walk in and we are greeted by a very warm and inviting atmosphere. It's a foyer, right? It's meant to be warm and inviting. See, there's a little fire in the fireplace. You pump it up a little bit. Beautiful. Check that out. So I'm thinking tables and chairs. I'm thinking stuff on the walls. I'm thinking all sorts of things like that. Do I put a table here? A chair behind it. I hope I left enough room for a chair. I would be very upset if I did not. Get onto the table. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I did too. Sweet. Sweet. Left enough room for a chair. It's a foyer. You walk in and you're greeted with warmth and happiness and all of those lovely things and lovely emotions. And some of you crows in the comments of some of my previous videos told me to try and take deer skins and put them over windows like curtains. That's kind of a cool idea, I thought. I might give that a shot and make curtains. That's so weird. Never would have thought. Animal heads. I don't know if I'll be able to do animal heads because there's... Yeah, I could. We can go hunt for some animals. Might be a little bit weird. Might be a little bit awkward, but you can go animal hunting. Let's put a skull light right there. A little bit of light in here. Oh, I should have done a hanging one. Should have done a hanging one. No, I can get a regular skull light behind that one. I can get a skull light in behind that one. I think. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know we can. Perfect. Couple skull lights. Over there on the bottom, I think it needs a deerskin rug. I would kill to be able to do a bearskin rug. I think that would be really, really cool. But there's no bears in the game. The developer is not giving me bears yet. I only have one thing that I wanted. That was bears. And he is not giving that to me. Hopefully the developer hears my cries one of these days and gives me bears and wolves. Bears and wolves. I want to fight a bear. I want to put his head on my mantle. I want to have bearskin rugs. I want to have wolf clothing. Wolf, like, fur clothing. Like, real fur clothing. Not using just deer for warmth, for warm clothing, but actual wolf or bear. I think that would be really cool. And do we need a deerskin rug on the way in? Grand entrance deerskin rug? Yeah, I think so. Like that. We'll go like this. A little bit of symmetry. And then if I rotate it 180 and go like this. Get this symmetry going. Somewhere to wipe your feet when you step in the door. Right? You step in the door, you wipe your feet on the rug. You got a rug in front of the fireplace. Makes sense. On the walls. On the walls. I'm glad the wind has died down. That was very, very loud. A bench right there. Something in this corner. What to put in this corner? Needs a little something. Weapon racks? Have the weapons though. See, that's the problem with creative mode. You have some opportunity to build things, but you can't build everything. You're missing certain ingredients to build everything. Ooh. I'll put an armor rack right there in the corner. I'm not sure what armor to put on the armor rack, but there's an armor rack right there. And a hanging skull light in there in the corner as well. Furnishing the foyer. After this, we're going to go furnish the living room area. I want to have a nice, cool seated area. It'd be kind of similar to the foyer, but not quite the same. Hanging skull light there in the corner, just like you need to do. So Obi Crows really like this fireplace concept. It goes all the way up to the top. I thought it'd be kind of cool. Oh, I'd like it. I like it. Chair there in the corner. Need more things on the walls. Adding things to the walls really give them the appearance of being very homey and very inviting and warm. So this is definitely going to be a requirement. 3 side by side. Should I? Yeah, I'm going to repeat it. Whoa, did you see that? That was weird. How did I? This is not how you're supposed to. I don't know. I have no answer for crows. That was totally different and weird. I'm very, very sorry. I don't know what that was. One there. And oh, come on. Come on. Get out of the way. Need something on that wall right there. Right there. Not deerskin. I've already done enough deerskin. I need something. Something to put on that wall. Oh, I could have put a shelf or something in here. Can I still put a shelf in here? I can find a space for one of these. Or not. There's nowhere to put it. Never mind. I need more stuff in this game. I do. I personally wish the developer gave me a little bit more stuff to work with, a little bit more stuff to build. Because it feels like because of the limitations I have with the different types of decorations and stuff, I can't make individual rooms very unique. They're filled with very similar objects over and over and over again. So I want more creativity. I want more creative options. And there we go. Our front foyer is starting to look a little more homey. So when you come into your ski lodge, it's kind of like a ski lodge we've created here. You open the door and you're met with this front foyer look. I like it. I like how it looks. Close it up. And we've already done this room, the double bed bedroom, and we've already done this room. Yes, the tiny room. So we have 3 more rooms to do. We have the living room, the seating area. I'm thinking it's going to be benches around the outside. Benches around the outside. Table and chairs in the middle. Stuff on the walls. Rugs. And then I have 2 more rooms to furnish. I might save those for the off-screen. Oh, I had them as one. Oh, I have 2. I only have 2 more rooms to furnish. And then up here is going to be, I haven't quite decided. There's so much room for activities. I have not quite decided what I'm going to do up here. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. I'm going to take a break from this design. I'm going to take a little bit of a break from this place. And I want to continue on and try and do this tower concept. Now that I've been talking about this tower concept since early on in the series, and now I want to do it. But how is it going to look? What am I building? Why am I building it? How am I building it? I want to get down to the ocean. I want to get down to the ocean from here. The simplest way is just to build a stairwell, right? I could just literally build a very simple stairwell. I'll show you what I mean. Start here, like literally start about here. There's no post. Why is it? You see there's no post there? Why is this thing not making any posts? That's weird. Let's just click. Okay, there's the post. And you keep going down. And you keep going down. Do I jump down there? Do I jump? Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. We're going down further. Ugh. See, I could just build a stairwell that just keeps on rocking. It's a platform. Maybe take the stairs. How far down can I only go about that far? Why can't I go about that far? Should I go farther? Shouldn't I? I see why. Now, what I'm building here is not necessarily very difficult to do. This is a very simple build. I wanted to show you what I was talking about. Look at that. I can't go any further because of how steep this mountain is. Because of how steep this escarpment is, I can't go any further. So, I'm going to have to build a tower. Oh, hey, here's my stairwell. I found my way up. I was totally lost. I was like, am I in the right spot? Made it up my stairs. Look at that. Look how nice that looks. Look how warm that looks now. That is so cool. Love it. I love having this beacon of light up here on the cold, dark mountain. I think that is just so sick. Okay, so now we're going to furnish this room. This is another bedroom. Yes, this is another bedroom. We're going to do another double bed in here. And we'll start from there. I want to get all these rooms furnished. I want to get the living room furnished. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do with the top floor of the room. I'm not too sure what you crows want to do with it. I'm going to leave it up to you in the comments down below what you want to end up doing with that room. And as always, deerskin rug around the bed just to give it that comfy feel. It's got to have that comfort. Can I add skins to the top of a table? Never thought about that. Oh, it's not going to let me. I kind of want to put like deerskin or something on the top of this table, but it's actually not going to let me. What if I step on it? No, it's not letting me. Darn, I really want to do something with that. That's annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot about the curtain idea. Let's try that. I hear people talk about this all the time. They wanted me to do like curtains. Is this what you mean by curtains? Taking this like that? I don't know if I like that. I think I messed it up. Is that what you meant? Or are you supposed to cover the entire window? Let's go try on another window. Let's go over here and take a look and try and get... Is it like this to cover the entire window? Is that what you're thinking? I don't know. I don't know. It's not quite doing what I want it to do. You know what I mean? Like, I get in my head what you crows talk about, but I don't like it. I don't like the curtains at all. I'm not sure if that's going to be what I want to do continuing on, moving forward. Now, our final room to work on is this living room, which is altogether way too dark again. So I'm thinking a couple of hanging skull lights here in the corners as like the very least of what I'm going to do for the light. Then over here, hang it up in the corner. There we go. Couple of lights. I think we need some standing ones here on the walls. I want to make this into a living room. Yeah, right here. And then one more on this corner over here. This is a gathering room for all the guests sitting in the rooms. It's a gathering room. It's a bright and happy gathering room. Does it need a central table? I think it needs a central table, maybe multiple tables long. Or multiple tables wide, right? So this is going to be the hard part, is trying to find center. See, that's off to the one side. Not what I want to do. And now I've got freaking logs here. Get out of the way. It's the only problem with doing this. You get weird logs you don't even need. Unless I do it triple wide. I can do the centered off table and then do one to either side. Right? And then go perfection like that. And then move. There's a log in my way. It's actually physically blocking me. Like that. That's a pretty big table. Let's build it. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I could have used those logs. I'm not very smart. And hanging lights on the top. I wish I could make like a chandelier type concept, but I don't know of any way to do so. The only light you have that hangs are hanging lights. Oh, it needs 3. It needs 3 hanging lights, 1 over each table. Yep, 3 hanging lights. The hanging lights give it a kind of a sinister look. It's not what I'm going for. I want warm and inviting, not creepy skull hanging lights, but that will do. Chairs around the outside. This is a big seating area, so we definitely need chairs. Like that. Perfect. Can I put these logs into these chairs? They don't need... Darn. These ones seem really far away from the table. These ones are pretty good. I'm going to build these ones. They look good. The other ones seem far away from the table. I can get inside them, which is kind of cool. I can go like that and walk around them. And this one, I don't like the placement. I'm moving it a bit closer. Gotta be right. You can't do it right the first time. You don't do it right at all. Like that. I'll build that one. I like that one there. That's kind of cool. Build that one. Sure. You know what? I always have this love and appreciation for things that are symmetrical, but maybe symmetry is not needed. I like the stick. Things don't always have to be perfectly symmetrical every single time without fail 100%. That just gets boring after a while. You need a little bit of variation to things. Large cabinet right there. I'm thinking a large cabinet over here. Right. On these walls, a couple of deer skins. Medicine cabinet. That looks pretty good. Look at that. Check that out. I actually kind of like how this turned out. Kind of like it a lot. Does it need a bench? I brought benches up. I brought up like having benches lining the entire thing, but I think this table's pretty cool. Everyone sit down at his table. Again, I wish I could build things on top of the table, have things like sitting on top of the table, like cutlery and things like that, but that's just asking too much in the forest. Those logs will despawn. Now, this back wall is super dark. I don't like that. That's all. Give me a couple of these lights. Put one there and maybe one there. There we go. Much better. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is perfect. Each room is furnished. None exactly the same. They're all slightly different, all of these rooms. This door's busted. Get some more sap. Our entranceway, our foyer, it's got some rugs and stuff. These hallways lack any decoration. If I can make pictures, I put them all in the hallways, but I can't do that. And then our weird little general gathering sitting room for everyone who's working here. And up here, we have yet to find a function for. We need to find a purpose for whatever it is going to be up here. So I don't know what that is. I haven't decided. It's big. It's open. There's tons of room for stuff up here. But I don't know what. I can't quite decide. Good morning, crows. Welcome back to the forest. We're going along. This little mountain resort inn tavern ski lodge base thing that we've created. It's coming along fairly nicely. But it needs something else. I mean, this is creative mode. And while it's nice to build these very cool little bases in cool little locations, I want something else. I need to sink my teeth into a much more difficult project, a much more hard and big and grandiose project. So while this was really, really cool, and we have a really, really cool stairwell, I really like the stairwell that leads from the top of the mountain all the way to the bottom of the mountain. I think that's a really cool touch. I think in the next creative episodes, we need to go bigger. We need to go more insane. And in a non-snowy location, because I've got my castle here in my survival series, and I've got this mountain base here in the creative series, I'm thinking in the next creative episode, we're going with something big and something different maybe out in the ocean, maybe a fortress out in the ocean. That might be kind of cool. So I hope you crows are enjoying this series. If you are enjoying it, I have even more forest content down below in the description. Links to all my playlists. So that's it, crows. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.